Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to MYC Uncensored, or if you're new here, welcome. This is Satini, and today I'm joined by a new podcaster.
Hi, how are ya?
I'm
I'm
good.
Sandra.
Nice to meet you, Sandra. So, as I said, this is our first time recording. How are
Yes.
you feeling?
I feel so stressed and nervous.
But everyone always feels stressed and nervous, but like the listeners would know that by the end of the podcast, it'll be so easy for you. Okay?
Okay.
So don't worry. Um so yeah, before we kind of get into our topic, I just want to give a quick shout out to everyone that's been listening because I feel like it's been a while. So we've got listeners. Shout out to the ones in Australia. That's where we are. United States, Puerto Rico, Ireland, Nepal, United Kingdom, Spain, Jamaica, Lebanon, Malta, Serbia, and Thailand. So if you're from there, thank you guys for tuning in, supporting the podcast, and listening to our episodes. But yeah, like I said, what's our topic for today, Sandra?
How to deal with being perfect all the time.
So yeah, that's quite a difficult kind of topic, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like in whatever aspect that you look at it, whether it's like self development, like improving yourself, or when it comes to family and friends, there's always some aspect of where you have to try and be perfect, right?
Yeah.
So I guess what does it even mean to be perfect?
I have no idea.
Yeah, does
I
anyone know?
I think being perfect means kinda different things for
Mhm.
everyone
Yeah.
because being perfect it means doing something what people are expect of you,
Yeah.
and how many people, that many different expectation of you.
Mhm. Mhm.
For me it's really hard to be perfect
Yeah.
because my grandparents and my father are so perfect. They are
Mhm.
perfectionist. Everything must be on their own place. At
Yeah.
home, you shouldn't have a mess in your room. You should look perfect all the time. My father, oh God, I love this guy,
Yeah.
but going for shopping with him, it looks like how you look like. Those shoes are not matched to your belt.
Oh wow.
Really, really, it's
Yeah.
crazy. But he has, uh, for any pair of shoes,
Hmm.
different belt.
Wow. Okay.
That guy is crazy,
Yeah. Yeah.
really. And when when he's going to work, he don't dress like any other time when he has day off.
Mhm.
But when he has day off, he put a white shirt, belt, casket.
Oh.
Uh, yeah, look like
Damn.
a really nice guy from French or something. I
Oh.
like his style, but
Yeah.
it's really crazy when he comment me.
Yeah.
And my grandma as well.
Mhm.
Uh, she's I think she went through something,
Mhm.
but I never asked her about it. And she always have to be perfect.
Mhm.
Christmas always had to be perfect. And I love to spend Christmas with my grandma
Yeah.
until I went through the prepared Christmas. That was really crazy.
Yeah.
And since this time, I hate Christmas. Really.
That's sad.
I moved to Australia last year,
Yeah.
and that was the first Christmas when I spent it alone,
Mhm.
and I've never felt better.
Wow.
Really. I spent whole Christmas day.
Yeah.
in bed with Netflix, with
Oh,
chips
yeah.
and junky food.
Yep.
It was perfect.
Yeah. See, and I think, see, even you saying that, like, you're just laying at home, like, being by yourself, doing what you want to do, was perfect for you. But then in
Yeah.
your grandma's eyes or in your dad's eyes, like, that's not perfect, eh?
Yeah.
So then I think when we think about being perfect, it's very subjective, and each individual has their own, I guess, definition of what perfect is. Because the
Yes.
way how your grandma wants to spend Christmas and stuff, to you, that's nothing perfect. Like, it's not perfect, is it?
It
Or like,
means
is that
I
that's not
I
your
love
standard?
I love spending Christmas with my grandma,
Yeah,
but prepare the Christmas with
yeah.
my grandma.
It's
It's so
it's
hard.
not it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Wow. No, that's really interesting. Like, yeah, going back to, yeah, being perfect and all. It's people have their own reason, I guess, on like why they try and be perfect all the time. Like, I guess from your sense, like that family expectation, which I think is a lot with families, and um, whether, and you mentioned like whether the way you dress or
Yes.
and we even spoke about this before we started recording, but you said how you have tattoos. Yeah.
Yes.
So then, yeah, if you just don't know that, Sandra has lovely, lovely tattoos. I love it. Like when I first met you, like I just couldn't stop looking at it because I was like, I'm so jealous. But yeah, how does your family react to your tattoos?
Uh, I was talking about I would like to get a tattoo since I was, I think, 10
Yeah.
or something like that. Uh, my mind, what I want to get for my full sleeve,
Mm.
has come when I was 13. And
Mm.
when I was 13, I find my tattoo artist, and I said, okay, if I would like to get it when I'll be 18, I'll do this.
Yeah.
And 5 years I've been thinking about it,
Yeah.
and finally I got it.
Mm.
And my family has know about it, but they were told me, okay, just one, and that's it. And I
Mm.
said, no, no, I'm going
I
to
want
be full
more.
cover.
Yeah.
And any single time when I got new tattoo, they talk to me, okay, but please, Sandra, promise it's the last one.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah.
I'm going straight to get full cover.
Yeah.
And my father stopped yelling when he saw my neck tattoo,
Mm.
because now I have almost full neck,
Yeah.
and I would like to cover my first one,
Mm.
and make it bigger until my
Oh.
jawline.
Wow.
Yeah. So next disappoint. But yeah, there my body is in huge part of my body is covered in tattoo,
Mm.
and with any another one, I love myself more. I feel
Mm.
more comfortable, and I feel it's good for me. I feel good with that. But my grandparents and my father always telling me, "You're disappoint us,"
Mm.
and it's really hard when you should hate yourself
Mm.
for being perfect for them.
Mm. Yeah.
And also, when I was 15, 13, 14, 15, something
Mhm.
like that, my grandmother came to my birthday, and at this time I had dyed my hair for pink,
Mhm.
and I made green eye makeup, and she wasn't expect that from me, and she said, Sandra, you look like a like a whore. Ha-
Damn.
how it possible your mother give you permission for look like that? It was my birthday, and my grandma said,
I'm
I-
speechless. I have nothing to say.
yeah,
Wow. That's
because it
intense.
wasn't what she was expect.
Yeah. So then you kind of like not following in her expectations of being perfect, like doing what you want to do makes you happy,
Yeah,
yeah? And then you love the way, like, the tattoos are you, your piercings are you, like, that's just you.
yes.
So,
My whole life, I tried to be perfect for my family.
mhm,
I had to listen from them. You disappoint us. You have not that good mark at school. What we are expect of you.
mhm,
And after, when I was 17, I met my ex-boyfriend
mhm,
right now, and also I had to listen to this from their parents, from his
mm.
parents. Uh,
Really?
yeah, because he had a master degree from
Oh,
study,
yeah,
and I said after high school I'm not gonna go for study,
yeah,
and they said okay, but it's weird. He has master and you has only high school.
mhm.
It's
Like you weren't fit, like they didn't think you were perfect for their son then.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they were always talk about it because he has only two tattoos,
Mhm,
and they are yelling about it because he's a teacher. And okay, David, but please, it's the last one.
mm,
Even his father is full covered, but they are expect of him. He's not been, you
yeah,
know, and it. I think they were so disappointed when he met me.
mm,
Why she?
yeah,
And we were together as an item 4.5 years, and I've never felt like the part of their family.
mm,
I was all felt like I'm disappointed my family
yeah.
and his as well.
Damn. That must have been so tough for you.
Yeah, I have also ear tunnel,
Yeah.
and uh, I think 2 or 3 years ago uh, we were going for some family part to his family, and I've been doing his grandma nails done,
Yeah.
and uh, she asked me, "Can you please cover your ears for this day because it's not look good enough." It was
Damn.
a party. Mm, I don't know how to say when children going to church for the first.
Oh, like confirmation?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And she asked me, "Can I cover my ears?"
Wow. That's tough. I don't even know what to say. Sandra, you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. But I guess as bad as it is, like having to go through those experiences, like I mentioned before, but like that's how you found out, like, is that how you found out, like, exactly who you are, if that makes sense? Or did you
I
always know the type of person you are? Like who you are, like your perfect self, shall I say?
I think I had to find it out
Yeah.
because uh, previously I tried to follow expectation of people
Mm.
and try to be myself, to become who I would like to become.
Mhm.
And at last year, I finally broke up with my boyfriend.
Mhm.
He's I'm not yelling about him. He's a great guy, but it didn't work
Yeah.
between us. And I made a decision about move to Australia.
Yeah.
So my father again was so disappointed about me. And couple days ago I was spoke with him and I said, "Hey, I think my nose stopped running.
Mhm.
I had always runny nose since I was 7, I
Yeah.
think." And he told me, "Oh, so it's one pros from your move to
Yeah.
Australia."
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I was live with him half year to save money for moving to Australia,
Mhm.
and half year I had to listen to him about you shouldn't. Once he said, when I get a visa, you shouldn't move to Australia
Mhm.
because nobody instead of you are not happy of your decision. And I said, okay, but you say I'm happy of that.
Mm.
I'm almost 23,
Mhm.
and last year I finally take a responsible for myself,
Mhm.
and I made up my mind about live my life which I would like to live.
Mhm.
It's good for me.
Yeah.
That's what you say.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But for my family, I'm huge disappointed.
Thank you for like sharing all your experiences. I'm sure there's many people that are listening that can kind of maybe relate to some of the things that you've been through. Um, yeah, when it comes to having to deal with being perfect all the time, the expectations from families is a huge thing that could not only affect you in that moment, but in the years as you continue to grow, yeah. So like mentally, even physically, emotionally and stuff. And not even just when you're with your family, it can affect you in your work life, you know, the career that you want to take, relationships. There's always going to be that expectation, or even within yourself as well, setting your own high standards, even though you know, like, it might be unrealistic, you know. And I think that's the biggest thing with ourselves is that I don't want to say that we try and think that we're better than what we are now, but we get to a point where it's just tough.